How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Benji's Vlogs and Whatnots 2.0. I am Benji. It is a very, as you would say, cloudy Wednesday night. I would have gone out to do something in particular for a Wednesday night, but we didn't do it tonight for a very simple fact that Mum has gone back to hospital, which I'll get into that later. But either way, it is a Wednesday night. I was thinking it was Thursday. It does feel like a Thursday for us at the moment, for a simple fact that we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday off for this weekend. Which, in saying that, guys, we do have some stuff that we need to get done for over this weekend. We did get our 3 new items, which I'll show you guys a little bit later on in this video, but for now I just wanted to get this video started and everything else in between. So we're just having a bit of a sit out the back with a mild amount of breeze. And can you believe that this is about 7:30 at night? Yes, that's right, 7:30 at night. This time last month it was still quite bright outside. Take a look at that. Got myself a 3-piece skillet set. This one is the big bad boy. This one is medium, and this is baby. This one here is probably going to be good for frying up some little eggs. But I reckon we'll do these over the weekend. They did say that these did come pre-seasoned, but to be absolutely honest with you, I want to do it again. I want to really give it a good seasoning, put it through the pizza oven, probably do maybe 1, maybe 2 at a time. I reckon 1 at a time, and then we can just do 1 at a time. Now the problem that I have with that is, where am I going to store them without them getting rusty or wet or anything else in between? Because most of our cupboards are pretty full with other pots and pans and everything else. And I know for a fact once we've seasoned them, they're going to have a particular smell of, I wouldn't say burnt oil, but yeah, a very peculiar smell. I know for a fact that they do smell in a particular way, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet, simply because it's not the weekend yet and it's not really time to use them. But once the weekend comes, we will be able to, as you would say, go out the back, use a pizza oven, get it up to a good decent temp and do it there. And then I will admit here and now, I am not a professional at seasoning anything, so don't take my advice, don't do what I do. It's just a lot of the stuff is something that I've learnt off the internet and certain people who have done seasoning of cast iron pots, pans and Dutch ovens and so on and so forth. But because of saying that, it is time for bed, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Is we're going to put the camera down for the night, and then we're going to go to bed and carry on with what we need to do tomorrow. Ooh, yes, before I bloody well forget, I did happen to see something in particular on that very window about where you see that railing. I was laying in bed just here on my right side looking out the window, and I happened to have seen this thing on the mesh of my window. I had it open about the same amount as it is now. I saw something about that big, that long, about 2 inches, sitting on that window. Can you guess what it is, or what it was? Baby gecko. We had a baby gecko, or a juvenile gecko, sitting on my window this morning, about 5:30 this morning. I know for a fact that they are very skittish, because how do I know this? Well, I was laying in bed watching him for about 10 minutes, and I had to get up to use a certain thing out there, and as soon as I got out of bed, he was gone, or it was gone. That is so cool. The ironic thing is we now have a handful of things on this property. Blue tongues, possums, and now geckos. Cannot believe it. It's like we attract said things to this property. We will always welcome them with open arms. Whoo-wee. That's basically got me spent. I literally just spent the last hour or two picking up a whole heap of bricks, because through this garden bed there's a whole heap of bricks. Now we've got sitting just up there. So went around the yard, picked them all up from there, all up from around in there, and a few more down along there. Just grabbed the wheelbarrow and took a couple loads up to there. I tell you what, I am, as you would say, knackered. Not only that, I went around and picked up all the bloody wood that was sitting around in the garden beds and basically put them up against the shed there. But now I am stuffed, so I am going back upstairs to sit on my ass. While we were at it too, guys, we ended up doing the trailer as well. It's now nice and flush. When it comes time to going down to the tip, I don't want to get overcharged for having a trailer that's slightly over the lip. So I'll have to do that either tomorrow or next weekend. That'll be one of the two jobs that we'll have to do next weekend. And as far as I know, I still have weekends to myself now, which is good. I reckon we'll get those skillets and Dutch oven done over this weekend. I'll do the Dutch oven one day and then I'll do the skillets the next. But as of right now, I'm making up some lunch. Gonna have some noodles. Probably not good for a diabetic, but oh well. It's better than what I've been eating any other time. It's also turned out to be a lovely day too. A little bit cloudy, but you know what? That's fine. It certainly saved us getting beaten up by the sun while still in the stuff down there. It's funny, I never used to like doing this laborious stuff around the yard, but now I don't mind it. It's quite entertaining, to be honest. It also stops us from sitting in that very room for too long during the day. And now that we've had our feed of noodles, nice Korean spicy noodles, went down like a bloody treat. Now, not only is our arse sore, we are extremely full and knackered. Hopefully that means that we will sleep better tonight than what we did last night. But I'm pretty happy with what we've done today, getting all the bricks up to where they need to be and getting rid of the wood, fixing up the trailer, and hopefully getting those things done tomorrow. I dare say one day I'm going to just do the Dutch oven, probably do that tomorrow, and then the skillets will do following day, Sunday. But because it's Friday, Good Friday, we're not going to be doing much more for the rest of the day. But I can tell you for free right now, guys, I cannot wait to use that right there. A little fire pit out the back. Especially cooking stuff on the fire with the skillets and the Dutch oven. We'll set some cast iron stuff to hold the pot up and use like a little shelf thingy, camp shelf style thing on the side of it so that we can use the skillets as well. We'll have to have smoke covered sausages and steak and whatever else from that. But that won't be until next month. We've still got just under a month to go for that. Now, the reasoning Mum has gone back to hospital is she has got a nasty infection in her leg that would have spread to her freshly reconstructed knee, or went into her bones, or gave her severe sepsis, which we didn't want any three of those. Basically, when the doctor went in, she had like this little fat deposit on the front of her leg. So basically what the doctor did was liposuction it out, and because it was a hollow space, a lot of the fluid drainage from the surgery was going into that and basically sitting there, and there was no way for it to go anywhere, and unfortunately it did get infected. So yeah, she was on basically 2 days of antibiotics here at home, and it wasn't really getting any better, even though it probably will take about a week. But yeah, let's just say the wound did start seeping a severe amount of unwanted fluid. I know it's a bit disturbing to think about that, but yeah, Mum and Dad basically decided it was a good time to basically go back to hospital and basically have them look after it, because if she didn't, it would, as I said before, would have gotten a lot worse. So yeah, that's pretty much the update for Mum. Is basically she's in hospital because of an infection, and because they have the ability to inject antibiotics directly into her system, it's basically knocked the severity down from, say, 100% down to at least 70%, 60% at this point. But yeah, it's not good. So yeah, unfortunately these things do occasionally happen, and it's a good thing that they decided to go back to hospital and basically get a stronger form of antibiotics into their system to, as I said, knock it on the head and get it under control, because if they stayed here, it would have gotten a lot worse. And we personally didn't want that for Mum. Nothing worse than getting to the point where getting an infection in the new joint, getting an infection in the bone, or sepsis. And as I said, we personally didn't want that for Mum, so we're just glad that they made that decision, and it is getting better, it is improving, and everything else in between. So that is always a bloody good thing. It's just a bit of an unfortunate thing. There is, as I said, or may have said, is there is always that chance of an infection. So yeah, it's just an unfortunate thing. So I'm saying that, guys, because we are in a bit of pain and everything else in between, a bit knackered, we are going to go and sit down for the rest of the day. So that means that we're going to put the camera down. This is basically just one of those short little videos on the plans that we got for the weekend. We did what we needed to do out there. It's just a bit of a bummer we didn't film it because we didn't think of it at the time. I highly doubt you guys would want to watch us cleaning up the bloody yard. So in saying that, guys, I am going to say arrivederci for now, and we shall get back into it over the weekend, because there is a few things that we do want to get done. Like I said, I want to get the Dutch oven done and try and get some of the skillets done. I want to try and get the big one and maybe even medium one done, and then the small one we can just put somewhere where we're not going to worry too much about it. But that is for the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. But for now, I'm going to put the camera down, so I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, as always, keep it cheesy.